everyone can hear me. And is my screen visible as well? Okay, so my screen is also visible. We can get started. So this is the TA session for the course Research Methodology. And so today we will be covering questions based on the week 1 syllabus. The week 1 syllabus is very general. It was a group discussion between different professors on what is research to give an overall idea of what research is. Also, I can see that a lot of people are still joining in. So, from the next class onwards, please make sure to join on time because since I'll be taking the class, I can't keep checking the request to join the class as well. So, if you don't join by 6, you may not be able to join the class. So, please join the class on 6 or before 6. Usually, I will come online by 5:50 p.m. So if you send an invite to join between 5:50 and 6, I'll be able to admit you to the class. If you send invite to join after 6 o'clock, I'll be busy with the class. So you may not be able to join the class after 6. So from the next class onwards, those who have joined late, please make sure to join before 6 p.m. itself. Hello, is my audio is not clear, is it? What about the others? Like, is it clear? Not clear for everyone? Okay, I'll just check the mic once. Okay, 1 minute. Is it better now?
It's cool. Thank you.
Okay, just
Yes,
1 minute. I'll just join. Yeah, I think some problem with my mic. Yeah, so in the TA session, it will be every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. So these sessions I will be taking. I think there are 2 more TA sessions as well. You can join any one of the sessions based on your preferred timings, but every Monday 6 to 8 p.m. I'll be taking these sessions. And during these TA sessions, this will basically be a problem solving session. So every week I hope that those who have taken the course, you know that you will be having weekly assignments based on the course contents. And for this course, already the week 1 videos and assignments and week 2 videos and assignments have already gone live. So I hope you have all already gone through the videos of the week 1 because this week sessions will be based on the content of week 1. Somebody has raised a hand. Sanjeevani, yes, you can unmute and ask.
मैम एक्चुअली प्रीवियसली जो भी लेक्चर्स हुए ना so I
Yeah.
was unable to attend that is question that problem solving session. So can I get the videos of that or any link for the YouTube?
All these will be uploaded on YouTube. So in the NPTEL portal itself, I think they will upload it soon. But for now, whatever sessions that I am taking, I will be uploading it to a YouTube playlist. I can add it in the group chat so that if anybody is missing something because of some internet problem, you don't have to worry because this will be shown live on, like I will upload it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
So I have just put it on the group chat. So once the session is over, I will upload it to this YouTube playlist, and the
And please
slides will
accept
also be
the
uploaded. Yes,
request of
Chinnu?
Suman Kumar Chaudhary.
I am not seeing any more requests actually. I think there are already 100 people in the meeting. Maybe that's why. For the next class, I'll check if it is possible to add more people. And I was just saying, please join on time because once I start the class, then I won't be able to add more people because I have to concentrate on the class, right? So, yeah, like I was saying, this will be a problem solving session.
So, and we will be solving problems that are similar to the assignment problems. But I think you must be knowing that the assignment problems are graded, so they will be used to, uh, they'll be given marks actually. So that we will not discuss here because that you have to solve on your own. It's like an exam. But in this, to help you with these problems, we will be solving similar problems. I am able to, yeah, there are more admits. I'll just admit. Yeah, once again, to those who are joining late, please join on time because you don't, if you join later, you are disturbing the whole class. So please join before 6 o'clock. The timings are from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Yeah, so apart from this TA session, if you have any more doubts, you can also ask your doubts in the Swayam portal. If you go to the portal, you will find a button called Ask a Question. You can just type your question there. Either me or any of the other teaching assistants will answer your questions. And all of this will be uploaded. The video of the recording of today's lecture will be uploaded on YouTube, and the slides will also be uploaded, so I can share the link for that as well in the chat. So maybe I'm just sharing it now. Someone, can you open it and see if you're able to access this folder, this Google Drive folder? I hope you can see the chat. Are you able to access it? Okay, great. So it is accessible. Every week, the presentation as well as the recording of the day's class will be uploaded. Any doubts, anyone, so far about these TA sessions? If not, we can get started with today's session. Okay, let's get started then. So I hope all of you have watched the video for the first week. It's a very basic general discussion of what is research and how to choose a research area, how to choose a research supervisor, and what should be your attitude towards research, and how is research degree different from an undergraduate degree. So these are some of the topics that was shared in the meeting, and today's questions will also be based on that. So this is the first question. So this is just like a practice class, so you won't be given any marks or something. So you can take a couple of minutes to go through the question and the answers, and if any of you know the answer, you can raise your hand and we can discuss it. You can take a couple of minutes here on this slide. Yes, I think most of you have got it right, and some of you have raised your hands as well. Vandana, do you want to explain why you think D is the correct answer? You can unmute yourself and speak. Vandana, are you there? Okay, I think Vandana is not here. So let's go to the question. The question is, What distinguishes a research-based degree from a typical undergraduate degree? Option A, clear and defined boundaries throughout the degree program. So this is true for a undergraduate degree, but typically in a PhD it is more research based, and you will have to learn a lot of new things, so you never know what will come up. There won't be any kind of a syllabus or anything of that sort. Based on your project, whatever is needed, you will have to look it up and learn it. So this is one main difference, because in a normal undergraduate degree we have a syllabus and we have coursework, and there are professors who come and teach you every day, and you have a textbook to follow, etc., etc., but none of this will be there in a research program. So there are no defined boundaries. So option A is not correct. And option B, opportunities for continuous discovery and learning. So this is true, because in a PhD you will have to learn new things every day based on whatever result you get. You may have started your project with some idea, but once you get an interesting result, you will have to learn new concepts to go more in the direction of that result. So option B is true. Graduation day marking the completion of the degree. Again, this is also more similar to like undergraduate degree, where you know that the degree is for 4 years, and at the end of 4 years you will definitely get the degree and you will have a graduation day. But for a PhD, that is not so sure. Typically it is about 5 years, but it may take more than that or less than that. And option D, acquisition of expertise and recognition in a specific field. This is true, because once you have chosen a topic of research for your PhD, at the end of the PhD it will be expected that you are the expert in this field. So to the first question, the correct answers are option B and option D. I hope it is clear to all. If anybody has any doubts, you can ask. Okay, I think we can move on to the second question then. And once again, to those who have joined recently, from the next class onwards, please join at 6 p.m. itself. Because if you join after 6, I will start the class and then I won't be able to accept people inside. So if you don't join, if you want to attend the class, you have to join at 6 itself, because then you may miss out on the class and you'll be disturbing the class as well if you join late. So from the next class onwards, please join at 6 questions. So in the assignments, it will be mentioned, I think, whether it is single correct or multi correct. But so far the questions for week 1, they are all only single correct. Even if you go there, only I think single, like some questions you can select more than one option, then it means it is multi correct. Okay, let's go to the second question. Again, you can take a couple of minutes to go through the question and the answers. Yeah, most of you have got it right that the correct answer is option D. Does anyone want to explain why you think D is the correct answer? You can just raise your hand. Yes, Vashni.
Yes, ma'am. So when it comes to option A, it is important for a student to have a prior knowledge, but I don't think it's the most important factor. So A is eliminated there. And when it comes to option B, without any guidance, it doesn't again uh, fit in with the student advisor relationship appropriately. So B gone. When it comes to option C, I don't think students should choose advisor based on the reputation and availability, even when it comes to the lectures that we had. It contradicts the opinion, and also I think it's important to have an advisor uh, who has an expertise in the thesis that we are actually working on, and not based on the reputation and availability solely. So option C is eliminated again, and D is more appropriate: attitude, inclination to learn, and effective communication. I think that seems to be the most appropriate one. So I think that's the answer.
Yeah, that's correct. Uh, like she just explained, it will be helpful if you have prior knowledge, but because a PhD is so domain specific, even if you don't have knowledge on the specific field, if you just understand the basics well, that is more than enough for a PhD. You should not think that this is a completely new field of research, so I don't want to take it up. The PhD, the whole point is to learn about something new. So option A is not correct. And typically, your advisor will play a major role in defining your research problem. So in some cases, there will be person to person variation. In some cases, they may themselves give a problem. In some cases, they may say that based on in this field of research, you can read these papers and come up with the problem yourself. But there will definitely be some guidance. And option C, choosing the advisor, the main criteria should be whether the research interests are matching, and not necessarily the reputation. And option D is correct because, like I was just saying, even if you are new to the field of research, as long as you are willing to learn, that is the most important thing in a PhD. And your advisor will play a major role, so you have to make sure that you communicate with them properly, whether something is going right, something is going wrong, whatever it is, that effective communication should always be there. So option D is the correct answer. And I think there is some confusion about whether single or multiple answer correct in the assignments. You can, I think, check in the assignment itself whether it is allowing to select more than one option. I think it is more than one for most of it, because there is the option to select many options. Any doubts in question 2?
No, ma'am.
Okay, let's go to the third question then. You can take a couple of minutes to go through the question and the answers. And actually, it's already 6:20 and people are still joining the meeting. From the next class onwards, please make sure to join it on time so that you don't disturb the class, because as I was just saying, after 6 o'clock I'll be busy with taking the class. I can't be accepting requests. So if you want to join it, then please join exactly at 6 p.m. or at least before that. Yeah, this one also most of you have got it right. The correct answer is option A. Anyone wants to explain why A is the correct answer? Yes, Shambhavi, you can go ahead. Shambhavi, are you there?
Oh, sorry, it is muted.
Okay, okay. We
So
can
now
hear
I'm
now.
starting. So coming to the question, this is what is one advantage of the research when dealing with the failure. So they are asking about the advantages when we are dealing with the failure. So our answer is A. That is, research allows for changing initial assumption and exploring different approaches. So whenever we are starting the researching, okay. So maybe we are exploring the different approaches, ma'am. There. So either it may be whatever want to do. So either it may in that way, or else while doing the research we can find out the other thing also. So this is the first one. And coming to the B, so research ensure that failures are minimized and success is guaranteed. So coming to the research, whenever we are doing with the research, so success is not guaranteed, ma'am. Yeah, we can face the failures also sometimes. And coming to the C, research provides a predefined path to follow, for sure eliminating the possibility of failure. So here, eliminating the possibility of failure. So here, so this is not about all about the success. Research is not all about the success. Sometimes we have to face about the failure also. So coming to the D option, research discourages any changes in the assumption or approaches to maintain consistency. So here, research discourages. So research, whenever we are doing the research will not discourage us, ma'am. So normally whenever we are doing any assumption or approaches we want to do, it means we can follow that. So they are coming to the option A. Option A, research allows for changing initial assumption and exploring different approaches is the correct answer, ma'am.
Yes, that's exactly right. You explained it so well. So the correct answer to the third question is option A. Is it clear to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
let's go to the fourth question then. You can take some time to read and understand the question and go through the options. So I think for this question there is some confusion. Those who think option A is correct, can you raise your hand? Yes, Vaishnavi. Why do you think A is correct? Bhupati, do you want to explain why you think option A is correct? Okay, I think they are not here. Anyone else wants to explain their thought process? Yes, Meet.
Hello, good evening. Myself Bharti. The question is, what should researchers do when they receive a rejection and the review comments from the journal? Okay, so independently, if I have worked on that particular research paper, I know the things, okay, or whatever I have done with the there, and I can independently assess my research paper again, and whatever the comments, review comments are there, I can make my own judgment because I have done the work on that research paper. So totally, we can't accept all the reviewers' feedback, and we can't disagree the reviewers feedback and submit the paper elsewhere. ऐसा हम नहीं कर सकते, and on their opinion we cannot modify our paper because whatever the done work is done, that is totally done by us, and by doing some research, by doing some analysis on the particular domain, or on which topic we are presenting our research paper.
Yeah. Everyone agrees with that, or others? Is there anyone else who thinks any other option is correct? Okay, let's go through all the options. The question is, what should researchers do when they receive a rejection and review comments from a journal? Option A is accept the reviewer's feedback without question. So the here, as she was explaining that the work is done by you specifically, and it has gone out to review, and it is the some of the what the reviewers are saying may be correct, but it is not necessary that everything that they are saying is correct. It may be that they have pointed out some mistake from our side, but there may be some flaws in their thinking as well. So we don't have to accept everything they are saying. Rather, what we should do is we should think about it and try to find out what part of what they are saying is correct, and whether we have made any mistake from our side. And if we think that they have understood something wrongly, then we can then tell them that this is actually the case, but you have misunderstood it. Maybe we will rephrase the paper so that this misunderstanding is not there, because it may be possible that the reviewers can also make some mistakes, so we don't have to accept everything that they are saying. And option B, disregard the feedback and submit the paper elsewhere. Again, if it is option B is the extreme opposite of option A, because it could be that some of the points that the reviewers are saying will actually help in our research, will help in our paper. So instead of completely disregarding it, like I just mentioned, we have to think about which part of whatever the reviewers have said are correct, and those parts we can modify. So option C is correct. Independently assess the review comments and make their own judgment. And option D, modify the paper according to reviewer suggestions and resubmit. And option D is not exactly correct, because we don't have to make all the modifications that they are suggesting. Only the ones that are relevant, only the relevant modifications we can make. And for the others, we can always write them an explanation as to why we did a particular study or how we interpreted a result. So for fourth one, the correct answer is option C. Any questions? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
Okay, let's move on to the fifth question then. So fifth one, again, most of you, according to most of you, option C is correct. Uh, does anyone want to explain why? You can raise your hand. Yes, Vandana. Vandana, we are not able to hear you. No, I am not able to hear you. You're unmuted, but maybe some other problem with the mic, I think. Just check the mic once. I think there was.
Am I audible now?
Yes, yes, we can hear you now. You can go ahead.
Yeah, so it's like the question is what is the importance of regular hours in the lab for research? So the first option is regular hours in lab guarantee great work and significant results. So there is no guarantee in research of anything. It's just consistency that matters. So the results will be significant or not, that is not guaranteed. Like our task is to put in our efforts, but nothing can be guaranteed for sure. Then the B option is only working late night hours ensures successful research outcomes, but it's not about the quantity but the quality of time that we given. So late night hours are in fact a sign that you are not using your time efficiently, and that's why one reason can be if someone is very passionate, they may be giving late hours, but it's again a matter of quality rather than the quantity of hours that is given. And then the C option is regular hours in the lab allow for consistent progress and accumulation of small steps. So yes, consistency, as I said, matters. So giving regular hours will ensure consistent progress. If we are putting in our efforts, something will be done. It can't be that there is no progress at all. And finally, there will be accumulation of some small steps, maybe some negative result also, but that will also be a step towards our progress. And then the last option, working from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., is not sufficient for productive research. Again, it's a matter of quality. If 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., someone is not doing some quality work, it's just the quantity then. So C is the correct answer according to me.
Yeah, very well explained, Vandana. I think you have covered all the important points. Um, yeah, like you were saying, it's the main thing is that it's the quality and not the quantity. And even if we stick to, like, say, 8 to 5, but as long as they are consistent about it, there will definitely be some progress. And it's not true that between 8 to 5 is not sufficient for productive research, as long as you use your time effectively and uh, the quality of the time that you spend is good, then that is well enough, as long as every day you show up to the lab, you show up to your work consistently. So the correct answer to the fifth question is option C. Any questions, anybody?
No, ma'am.
Okay, let's go to the sixth question then. The sixth question is visible, right, in the slide?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this one as well, most of you have got it right. Does anyone want to explain? Yes, Komal, you can unmute and go ahead. Komal, are you there? I'm not able to hear you. Can you check your mic once? Still not audible. Saranya has also raised her hand. Saranya, do you want to explain the sixth question? Okay, I can go ahead then. The sixth question is what is emphasized regarding the thought process in research? So, in the previous question was about how much time we are spending in the lab or working on our project, but this question is more about the thought process, thinking about different ideas for the research, etc. So, option A is the thought process should be limited to the time spent in the lab. This may not be true because the thought process about research is like thinking of ideas. So, an idea can come to you at any time. It doesn't have to be like only when you are in the lab you'll get a specific idea. It can be that even when you have just woken up or when you're doing something like brushing your teeth or something, you can get some idea. So it doesn't have to be that only when you are physically present in the lab you should be thinking about your research. You never know when a good idea will strike to you. So the correct answer to this is option C. It is a continuous and never ending process. So even if you're not full time working on your project, you can still get ideas at any time of the day. So the correct answer is option C. The thought process in research is a continuous and never ending process. Any questions, anyone?
Sorry, madam, we were not able to join because it exceeded the limit of 100. I just wanted to ask that in the whatever assignments are given in research methodology, is it possible that it can be MCQ or anything? It is multiple answers are possible for single question.
Yeah, I think some questions are like that. So when you are solving the assignment, you can see that you will be able to select more than one question. But it depends on the question. Some of them have only single correct, some of them have more than one correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the next question then. You can take a couple of minutes to look at the question and the options.
Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Am I
Vandana.
audible?
Yes, I can hear you.
Actually, I wanted to ask, like in the so assignments will be coming along as the weeks progress, and other these such meetings like every Monday this meeting. So, but the final exam, like it would be similar in a similar pattern, like objective only, or some theoretical part would also be there.
So for the previous other NPTEL courses, like from previous years, it was only objective. So I think they will maintain the same format. I can check with the team once and confirm in the next class.
Okay. So it was like a computer-based objective. Like we go to the center and there we give a computer-based exam.
Yeah, yeah. Previously it was like that only.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, seventh question also most of you have got it right. Does anyone want to explain? Deepika, do you want to explain what is the question for the seventh question? Are you there, Deepika? Anjana, do you want to explain the answer to the seventh question? Are you there? You can just unmute and speak if you're there. Yes, Kuldeep, you can go ahead.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, actually, ma'am, the question is, what is the role of? Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes, we are able to hear you. You can go
Yeah.
ahead.
So if you see the question, ma'am, it's like what's the role of teamwork in research? So I just want to mention in my case, I'm working in an organization, so I have to do it in a external mode only. So in that case, I realized it's not possible for everyone to learn each and every aspects of a research. And the moment we say research, it includes so many aspects. If you are from a physics background, it will include lots of mathematics and other aspects of science as well. And it's not possible for everyone to learn. So I feel that out of the four, all the four options, the teamwork is essential aspect of research and collaboration within a group. Common, that's a correct answer. And if we discuss about isolation, in isolation, I don't think anyone can proceed because research is not is an open end process. So where you need help from other discipline as well, and it's not possible to learn all the aspects. So that's why I feel teamwork is the most essential part without doing it in isolation. So C is the correct answer, I feel. Thank you.
Yes, that's exactly correct. Like, as an individual, we may be having some skill set for, but it is when you collaborate with others, you can get new ideas and new insights from the others, especially these days where research is more going towards the interdisciplinary direction. For example, your core degree, core expertise may be biology, but when a physicist looks at a system, their thought process may be completely different, and from that we can get new ideas, etc. So teamwork is extremely important in research. The correct answer is option C. Is it clear to all?
Madam, but sometimes we may have to do the thing which is means where team is not at all be required. Means individual research may be the only option.
Individually,
Here I would like to interrupt. So team doesn't mean your research team at your organization itself. Your teamwork may be with other people working in the same domain or in a similar
Yes,
area.
correct. Yes.
So yeah, that's it.
One more thing, madam, you are sorry, but you are taking week one assignment. Is it because I joined late? Again, I am having doubt. The questions of assignment, what I am seeing is different than what you are.
So these questions are to help you to solve the assignment problems,
Actual
but
assignments. Okay,
हाँ
okay.
हाँ
This,
it
this is not
actual
our
assignment
assignment.
we
This is the
won't
previous years or something.
no actual assignment we won't discuss here
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that
Okay. Yeah,
will be included for your grade, so you have to solve it on your own.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's go to the eighth question. You can ignore that according to the paragraph. So the eighth question is, what are some characteristics of a good researcher? Yeah, this one as well, most of you have got it right. The correct answer is option A and option C. The question is, what are some characteristics of a good researcher? And option A is prepared and open mind. That is a good quality. Option B, narrow focus of interest. That is not a helpful quality because, like I was saying before, also many times based on the results that we get, sometimes it may be unexpected and we may have to jump into new fields of research. So we have to be open about our area of interest. Option C, receptivity to new idea. That is also a good characteristic. And option D, lack of interest in other field. That is not a good characteristic because sometimes you may always get ideas from other fields. So the correct answer to the eighth question is option A, prepared and open mind, and option C, receptivity to new ideas. I hope it's clear to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's go to the ninth question then. So eighth question, I think there is some confusion whether it is both B and C or whether it is like only option B or only option C. We can go one by one to all the options. The first option, obviously, it is not correct because the first option is the same learning approach used in high school and entrance exam is applicable to research. Like I was explaining before, there is no syllabus or defined textbook when it comes to your PhD or your research. So option A is not correct. And option B, in-depth learning is important when it comes to the researcher's core area of interest. Option B is correct because whatever area of research you're working on, it is important to know the basics currently and not just so you should start with the basics and you should be updated with the field as well, with the latest research papers that are coming out. So you should have that in-depth learning, and it's a continuous process. It is not like if you sit and study for some 12 hours then you are done. Research is continuously evolving, so you have to keep doing it consistently. So option B is correct. And option C, strategic learning is the most effective approach for achieving research goals. Here, strategic learning in the sense, it's not like, again, option C is similar to option A, where strategic learning meaning we only take the things that are very important and we omit some things. That should not be done. So option C is not correct. And option D is the science of materials is not relevant to the learning process in research. Option D is also not correct. It's not that related to the question. So for the ninth question, the correct answer is option B. If there are no doubts, we can move to the 10th question. Yeah, 10th question also, most of you have got it right. The correct answer is option C. Anyone wants to explain? Praveen, do you want to explain why you think C is the correct option? Bhupati, are you there? How about Ashwini? Yes, Bhupati, you can unmute and explain the answer to the 10th question. Bhupati, you are unmuted, but we are not able to hear you. Can you check your mic or your audio once? Okay, I think there is some problem with Bhupati's mic. Yuvraj, are you there? Can you explain the answer to the 10th question? Yes, Pavita, you can go ahead. Yes, Pavita, you can unmute and explain the 10th question. Pavita, we are not able to hear you. Okay, no worries. I can go ahead with the explanation then. The 10th question is what is emphasized about the research enterprise? Option A, it is a democratic process where everyone's agreement determines the validity of ideas. Option A is not correct because sometimes it may be true that the hypothesis is correct, but someone may not be agreeing to it. So just because someone is disagreeing with it doesn't make it wrong. So option A is not correct. Option B, highly recognized individuals have the authority to dictate the acceptance of ideas in the research enterprise. Option B is also not correct because just because they are highly recognized doesn't mean that whatever they are saying is correct. And option C, peers play a crucial role in reviewing and validating research through the process of peer review. Option C is correct, and it is one of the most important things about research is the process of peer review, where whatever study or whatever finding that you see in a paper has been reviewed by other scientists, where they give constructive criticism on the paper. So option C is correct. Option D, professional societies have no influence in the research enterprise. And option D is also not correct because they can also contribute to research. So for the 10th question, the correct answer is option C. Is it clear to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so for today's class, I just wanted to discuss these 10 questions. But if you have any doubts, you can stay back in the call and we can clear the doubts. if you don't have any doubts and if you have understood all the questions, then you can leave the call.
Okay, Madam, I wanted to see the first. I got from sixth only. First, we were not able to join because of many number of people. So if you can
Okay,
just go through
I'll
the
just
first 5-6 questions, it will be better.
I'll just go to the starting of the presentation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello?
I had this query, ma'am. So every Monday, 6 to 8, it will be a similar pattern. First, we'll be doing a few questions, and then if we have any queries.
Yes, the pattern will be the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am, Kuldeep this side. Actually, I have a query, ma'am. Actually, for today, and since I'm a working professional in DGH, so it was
Okay.
possible for me to join at 6. Ma'am,
Okay.
is there any compulsion? Because sometimes there may be situation that I won't be able to join. Is there any mandatory
Yes,
requirement to join for this?
yes, I understand that some of you may be traveling, you may be having work. It is not a compulsion, it's just that it will, if you join after 6, then for me to approve the request will take some time. Now I have
Okay.
actually changed that option that you can join without the approval, so I think that will not be a problem. And I think
Okay,
one more
ma'am.
problem was the number of participants in the meeting. So for the next meeting, I'll try to figure out how to admit more number of participants, because today I think the number was not going above 100. So if more than 100 is possible, I'll see if I can change some setting. So that also will be figured out in the next meeting. And even if someone is not able to join on time because of some other commitments, that is completely okay, because all the slides as well as the recording of today's meeting will be shared. I can put the link here. I had put it already, but I'll just put it again. So it will be, the recordings will be uploaded on YouTube, and this is the playlist. Usually if the class is today, then the next day I will try to upload it. So this is the link to the YouTube playlist. It is on the chat box, and the slides will be uploaded on Google Drive. So I'll put the link to the Google Drive on the chat box as well, and it will be soon shared on the NPTEL portal as well. But I think for the NPTEL portal to be updated, that may take some time. That's why I'm sharing it now itself in the chat box. So I have put the Google Drive link as well. You can check once whether you are able to access it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just go over all the questions quickly because some of you have joined late. I'll just scroll through the slides, and if you have any doubts, you can stop and ask me. I think somebody's mic is on. Can you please unmute it? Sorry, can you please mute it?
Thank you.
So those who have attended the full class, and if you don't have any doubts, you can log out of the meeting. If you have any doubts, we can discuss that. And I'm just scrolling through all the questions so that those who have joined late, they can also see the questions and discuss.
Ma'am, actually, submission for the assignment date is August 7th or 29th July, ma'am.
Just give me a minute, I'll check and tell now itself. For the first assignment, the due date is August 7th, 11:59 p.m.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's mentioned near in that assignment one itself. You can check that.
Yeah, ma'am, it is mentioned, but the thing is, in May it came like 29th of July, so that's why I was confused.
Yes, ma'am. Starting.
Oh, in the mail they have given a different date.
Yeah, they gave 29th July only, ma'am. Today's date only they have mentioned, so that's why I asked.
Okay, can you ask this as a question in the NPTEL website? I will discuss with the team and I will reply there.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just wondering if this course is appropriate for humanities students also.
Yeah, it's more of a general course about research, and it's not any field specific or it's not STEM specific. So there are topics like what we were like this week's topic, like an overview of research and how to write papers, how to give presentations. So I think these are all general topics that will be applicable to all the fields. I think there is one session, one of the weeks is about modeling. So
yeah,
yeah,
that was kind of technical.
Yeah, that is the only technical part of the syllabus. The others are all very general.
Okay. And the final exam, will it be kind of descriptive or to like discipline specific, or it will
The
also
final
be?
exam will also be general only.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
So everybody will get the same question paper.
Okay, and will it be descriptive or MCQ based like assignments?
Previously it was all MCQ based only, so I think they will continue with the same pattern this year as well.
Okay, okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So today's recording I will be uploading tomorrow, so you can check the YouTube link tomorrow.
How can we get this link?
Your
Are you
voice
sending
is
the
not clear. Can you repeat?
Can we get this in through me or we have to search in YouTube?
Your voice again, it is not clear. I am not able to hear you. Can you type in the chat box?
This is a 2 credit course, and every Monday you will be giving the practice session.
Yes, it is a 2 credit course, and my TA sessions are on Monday. I think there will be 2 more TA sessions as well. So there are 3 TA sessions per week, and depending on your convenience, you can attend any one.
Oh, anyone is.
Yeah, yeah.
Same questions you will be giving it. Same questions means similar.
Similar
Why I'm
questions.
asking is every day means many times attending in this duration due to office may not be possible.
Yeah.
So we'll not miss in that thing. No, that only is the.
No, no, it is just practice question. So if you attend any one, that is all right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you will be getting a mail in the registered email ID for the class link. I can put it here in the chat box as well. Every Monday 6 to 8 the Google Meet link will be the same, and I have put it in the chat box. The link won't change.
Hello, good evening, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, for this question number 8, actually A and C, both the options were correct. But if we choose only one option, then what will happen, ma'am?
I am not sure about that because I don't know if there is partial grading or not. I can confirm in the next week, and you can also ask it as a question in the NPTEL portal. There is a ask a question tab. So if you ask it there, I can find out and reply to that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am. I have a question in 10th. I have a doubt in 10th question. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. Tell me.
Madam, please explain me about the enterprise, research enterprise.
Research enterprise meaning like the research community, basically.
Okay. It is talking about any funding or like that?
No, it's talking about like the global network of researchers. So if there is like anyone, because research is global, right? So different people may have different ideas and different hypotheses. So in this question, they are talking about how to decide what is right. So is it like only if all the researchers are agreeing, then the idea is correct? But that is not, that is option A, where they are saying that it is a democratic process where everyone's agreement determines the validity of ideas. But that is not necessarily correct. Like even if the idea is correct, some people may not be in agreement with it. So option A is not correct. And option B, highly recognized individuals have the authority to dictate the acceptance of ideas in research enterprise. Option B is also not correct, because just because somebody is having a good reputation doesn't mean that whatever they are saying will be the correct thing. So option C, peers play a crucial role in reviewing and validating research through the peer review process. Option C is correct, because that is a very important process. Peer review is a very important process in science, where uh, before any paper is published, it goes through a thorough review process where the reviewers can point out if something is wrong or if something is missing, and the authors can adjust for it, or the authors can justify what they have written in the paper. So peer review will make sure that the standards are upholded. So option C is correct. And option D, professional societies have no influence. That is, option D is also not correct, because many times these societies themselves are involved in research. So the correct answer to 10th question is option C.
Okay, madam. Thank you. Understood.
Okay, great. So if you have seen all the questions and if you don't have any doubts, you can feel free to step out of the meeting. If you have any doubts or if you missed any questions, we can go over that again. Just let me know. I'll be on the call till 8 o'clock.
Brand specific or subject specific research methods, any books will be available? Subject specific means if it is a particular research subject specific book that for orientation.
So
Or nothing.
this course is only like a general course that is that can be applied to all the field of research. In one of the classes, I think in the final class, there is like a field specific discussion. So you can that will come in the final lecture.
Okay. Thank you.
हेलो, गुड इवनिंग मैम। मुझे
Yes.
एग्ज़ाम फॉर्म के बारे में एक क्वेरी थी।
Yeah.
उसमें एक ऑप्शन जो है पूछ रहा है, आर यू टेकिंग दिस एग्ज़ाम फॉर क्रेडिट ट्रांसफ़र, मतलब इसका क्या हुआ?
I think I am not sure, but credit transfer meaning they are asking about that ABC Academic Bank of Credits, I think.
क्योंकि मुझे ये कोर्स जो है कॉलेज के थ्रू जो है ये अवेयर कराया गया है कि मुझे करना है, जो इसके क्रेडिट मिलेंगे, इसके मार्क्स मुझे कॉलेज से मिलेंगे। तो अब मुझे आइडिया नहीं है ये इसमें क्या येस और नो करना है।
You can ask in your college whether they will consider this course for the college requirements.
ओके मैम, थैंक यू।
Okay.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening.
Ma'am, is there any sessions available for patent drafting for beginners?
There is one session on introduction to patents and some patent laws and copyright laws, but it's not very much detailed. It's just an introductory session.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
When can I expect the class?
Just hold on. I'll just check the syllabus, which week that will come. It will come in week 7, intellectual property.
Okay, week 7.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
This
Thank
is
you.
week 1.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Sure.
Hello, good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, good
Yes,
evening. I
sir.
can hear you.
Okay. The thing is that actually I didn't got the mail for this link, but some of
Okay.
my co-workers, they have got. We are cumulatively doing this course. The thing
Can,
is, the link that person has got in the mail, it's not working for me. I tried several times. That's not the main issue. I've joined with some other accounts. My question is that in the final exams, I think the same questions being asked some other person also. What could be the question pattern we can expect and the marks allotment? Can you please brief me that?
I think the final exam will be MCQ based only, like similar to the assignments, because the previous years have been in that format and they won't be changing the format, I think. And regarding the meeting link, I can just share it on the chat box. The meeting link will be the same for all the weeks, and the timing will be Monday 6 to 8, 6 p.m. to
Okay,
8 p.m.
okay, that's good.
Yeah.
But in that case, that MCQ questions that so far I can remember that main exam will be of 70 marks. So there will be a 70 MCQs or one MCQs with greater marks allotment.
I am not sure. Can you put that question in NPTEL portal itself? Then I can
Okay,
check with the team and reply to that on the
I'll
NPTEL itself. Okay, sure.
I'll
Thanks.
do that.
Sure,
But
sure.
I have got one idea from your saying that previous year questions. Is there any place that where we can get that for the practice?
Mm, that will not be available, I think. So for the practice, you can use these TA session questions.
Okay, ma'am. This is fine. Assignment. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.
Yeah, sure. I'm just once again starting the scrolling through the questions from the first question. Some of you may have missed. And if you have any doubts, you can just unmute yourself and ask.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, Vinodini, I can hear you.
Okay. While taking the screenshot, I just missed the question 4. Can you answer that question, ma'am, so that I can make it
The
correct?
fourth question, right? I will just go to that slide.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
And
I have
these
joined the
slides.
course.
So,
Ma'am,
so you can go ahead. Tell me.
I have joined the course today only, and didn't read any content regarding this. I didn't watch any videos yet.
Okay.
Where is the first video available, ma'am?
You can check in the NPTEL portal. There will be a link. If you click on that, you can get it.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And these slides will be shared with you, so you don't have to worry about taking screenshots.
Okay.
I'll just put the link to the slides on Google Drive, so you can access it directly from there.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So I'll be here for another 5 minutes. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Or if you want to go through any question, I can go to that again. Just let me know. நீ வேற நல்லா கத்தி கத்தி பேசுவ ஊருக்கே கேட்குற மாதிரி நான் டிரான்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன்லாம் பேசிகிட்டு இருந்தேன் இல்லை முடிய போகுது 4 minutes to go. பத்திரமா போயிட்டு வா, தொலைஞ்சிடாத. பெரிய பில்டிங், உங்கள் டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் மாதிரி குட்டி பில்டிங். போயிட்டு வா, எனக்கு பசிக்குது. Madhumina, I was not able to hear you. Can you repeat? I could just hear some noise. So if there are no other questions, I'll be ending the session for today. Okay, so see you all. Yes, I think somebody has raised the hand. You can unmute and ask. Okay, now there is no raised hand. So that's it for today then. We'll meet on next Monday. I'm leaving the meeting now.